What is going on, guys? It's Snow and we're here with another video today, and this video is basically going to sum up why. Minus the flag, right? As you guys can tell, like, I am a big, Game of Thrones fan, House of the Dragon fan, Night of the Seven Kingdoms fan. And this video today is me going to be thoroughly explaining why Rhaenyra Targaryen is trying to show why she is a horrible queen. I get it. I get it. I get it. She was supposed to sit the Iron Throne because her father Viserys, wanted her, named her as heir, and wanted her to, take up after him, be his successor, right? Cool. But they both have this same trait. They are both incapable of making sound decisions that would help everybody be better. If that makes sense, right? Like, was Viserys a good dad, a good family member? Yes, of course. He always had Daemon back, no matter what they said about him. He always was had Rhaenyra back. He was dang near half, and he still showed up to basically voice his concern, saying his daughter is his successor, right? We get it. Great man. Horrible king, because nobody would listen to him. Everybody feel like they were smarter than him and had like a better option than him. And there's nothing wrong with surrounding people smarter than you because you want to do that as the king. But when they kind of like second guessing you, saying, making it seem like what you're doing is horrible, yeah, they don't trust you to lead. Rhaenyra is having the exact same issue. First, with her son Jace that passed away, or was, right? He didn't trust her judgment. Even though he probably loved his mom, he loved his mom, and that's why he wanted to protect her from harm, all this other stuff, right? But he didn't trust her to be a good enough leader to where he had to step up and eventually led to his demise, right? But in this recent episode, it explains why he did not trust her decision. Even though it's not how it is in the books, like they kind of changed it for the TV show, I'm strictly talking about the TV show, right, guys? Rhaenyra had one job. Corlys, the sea snake, was your biggest supporter. He even legitimized your bastards to where like they will be his successor, even though they're not biologically his, and he still was up for it. He always been a team player. First, he offered up his daughter to Viserys, and then that didn't work out. Now he had his son. He knew his son was kind of, so he was okay with having those bastards be his heir to Driftmark, right? Now everybody in his family is gone, right? Well, not everybody, because he still have like Daemon Targaryen's kids, because those are his grandkids. Because Baela is his daughter. But they're Targaryens, right? There is no more Valerion. Hopefully I'm saying that right. There's no more of them, right? So, he has two bastard sons that he's trying to get legitimized. All Rhaenyra had to do is legitimize them. Yes, I know in the books, Jace, convinced her to. But in the TV show, she didn't want to do it because she didn't want to have the optics of, like, her not keeping the tradition and how, she had the rumors about her kids being bastards, now she's legitimizing Lord Corlys bastards. F them, bro. He was the biggest reason why you won. His wife, the queen that never was, Rhaenys, hope I'm saying that right, she died in battle fighting for Rhaenyra's cause. Secondly, his son died fighting in battle for her cause, right? The least you can do is say, hey, he lost his house, right? Totally destroyed. All the treasures he got for all the decades of him traveling, destroyed, wiped out, gone. He almost lost his other two kids during the battle. All Rhaenyra had to do is say, you know what, bro, I appreciate you. You lost a lot being my supporter. I got you. I'm going to legitimize your kids. No, she couldn't even do that. So not only is she pissing off her biggest ally, but she's being like a hypocrite. Secondly, right? That happened, right? She didn't want to legitimize Lord Corlys bastards. Now she's complaining, well, not complaining, but like now the city's out of coin because the previous regime with Aegon II and I forgot who was the master of coin. I can't remember his name. They started with a V, whatever like that. But they did some funny business with the money, so now the money's missing, right? This is how I would solve all these issues, right? You have money missing from the city that you need. You need food for the people of King's Landing, right? So she ended up robbing or taking food from the highborns or the nobles or the lords of that land because during the blockade when Aegon was king, food got scarce, so they took up all the food. So instead, she insulted them by having the Gold Coast go in her house and take the food out and pass it to the people of the King's Landing. I get it sound good in theory, but trust you me, it was not a good move. You're a new queen in King's Landing. You don't know who's truly your allies, who's truly your enemies. So you doing that, right? You just making the water more muddy to see where danger's gonna be coming from, right? So now you're gonna have the nobles or aka the lords conspiring against you because you slighted them by taking their food. Like they feel played. This is all the first day, and then Daemon didn't decide to torch the whole entire high garden or high tower family. You should have torched all of them, Daemon. I'm sorry. I can't think of his name right now, but the guy who's based like he hid Alicent's youngest son, Daring, yeah, or Daron, how do you pronounce it, right? He hit her. I can't think of his name right now. I'm having a brain slip. Daemon, wipe them out. I don't know why you even try to like play peace with them. No, I would have said, you know what? Everybody got to go get the sword, bro. I'm sorry, bro, but I understand you probably couldn't do that because you trying to like not make the war go on. But like it's just little steps like this that make it worse, right? Then Daemon left the dragon. I'm taking that dragon with me, Daemon. That's your dragon. You let them keep the dragon. You take the son, right? Alicent's youngest son, but you leave them with the dragon. If anything, hey yo, the dragon might be put into a pack, or the dragon's coming with us. Y'all can't do that. Alright, now, this is how Rhaenyra, I know Rhaenyra is not like using her mind, right? You need money for the kingdom, right? Yulaf, the White, and Hugh Hammer wants to become knights, and they want castles, they want like highborns, they want stuff like that, right? Boom. Then Lord Corlys want his kids legitimized. Rhaenyra, this is what you do. You're broke, right? You get Lord Corlys' two sons, Hugh Hammer, and it's like ULF. I don't know how to pronounce it, but Olaf the White, whatever his name is, right? You get them all together. You legitimize all of them, right? Hey, Lord Corlys' sons, you guys are Valerian now. Hugh Hammer and Olaf, you guys are not Targaryens, but I will make us like a second class for them, right? You're not Targaryens, but you're still a high birth, right? That way they feel like they have something. Because you need skin in the game if they're going to stay loyal to you. And spoilers, they do not stay loyal, right? So, I would have came, because in the books there's this thing called Dragon Seeds, right? Where they're basically like the bastards of the Targaryens, right? I would have made that a class for them, only for Targaryen bastards. So anytime numbers get low, you can pull from that gene pool. Anytime you need more Targaryen people for whatever reason, for dragons, genetic diversity, whatever, you can pull for that gene pool. I know it could potentially cause a Blackfire rebellion, like how it is later on. I get that, cause when was something the unworthy, Maegor the unworthy? No, it's Maegor the cruel. I don't know, something the unworthy, right? I think it's Aegon. I think it's Aegon the unworthy, actually. When he legitimized all his bastards, I get it caused a Blackfire rebellion, right? I would make dragon seeds and I would intermarry them. And then I would have them marry against like other noble families out there, right? You're not Targaryens, but you're still better than, the High Lords, stuff like that, right? I would have did that. I would have got them all married. I would say, hey, the richest lords come from all over the world, right? I legitimize these people on the favor for like, hey, I legitimize you guys, but I need you guys to marry noble people, and I'm gonna charge money for you guys. So I can get money for the kingdom. Come on, guys, like, Rhaenyra, it's not that hard, bro. Lock in. All you have to do is say, hey, these are the new dragon seeds, the new class we call dragon seeds, and these are Valerians now. I've got called, we need dowry to marry them, right, off to other high houses and highborns, right? Take that money, use that money for the city. First thing first, you want to make the people of King's Landing happy, right? Because if they lose respect for you, the whole entire kingdom go, right? So I will get that money. First thing I'm doing is dividing it up. Half for the gold cloaks to keep them loyal to me, and the other half will be going to like the people of King's Landing, right? I would say, hey, people that married the people I legitimize, if I can get them any land, I would probably try to see if they can, like, the other high lords would give them lands and stuff like that. But if not, I would tell them, hey, bro, I got y'all noble names and noble rights, but just give me a second, I'll get you guys some land, right? I'm sure they'd be willing to wait for that, right? And how this money, I make the people of King's Landing cool with me. I'm like, hey, here's all this bread, here's that PPP, here's that stimulus check. Don't revolt in the streets, please. Please do not do that, right? I'll let them know what happened. I'll say, hey, the previous administration was crazy, okay? Like, they didn't know what they was doing. They lost a lot of money, X, Y, and Z. But I'm here trying to fix it. So here's some money to keep you guys stable. Then I will slowly start to, like, tax people so like that, bring in more revenue, get food and grain. Just really stretch it out to, like, where I can get everything back operable again, right? Now you have the whole entire issue with for one, you don't have Aemon anymore, right? I would basically say, look, all the high towers, bro, like, I can't find Aemon. He rides Vhagar. Vhagar is the first thing that has to go. I have to get rid of Vhagar, right? So that's a non-negotiable. I will brand him a traitor, a usurper. The people of the Seven Kingdoms will love me, so they'd be willing to turn on him. And I'll say, for every person who's willing to turn against the Greens, I will reward you in whatever way, right? I would leave it blank. I will reward you. So I'm not gonna put no name to it. So like, you got a house, you get a car, you get a dog, you get, like, never put no name to it. I would say I reward you. So whatever you do have that you can reward them with, you will reward them with. Get rid of Vhagar. First thing to go. And then I feel like it's not that hard being the leader. I don't know, guys. Just let me know what you guys think down in the comments. You guys think that's a good, solid plan? You guys think it's a horrible plan? What would you do if you're Rhaenyra on the first day on the job and all this is happening? Until next time, guys. Peace.